I don't care what he has to say. Okay.
Okay, mate, only 3 races left, and you've still got a chance at the title, but if we're going to win it, we're going to need some very special performances in every one of those 3, and it starts here. Let's see what you can do today.
Oh, that's cool. If I change my tyre strategy, it changes my tyres like that. Look. Reds for the softs. Hards. Ah, you see. The reason I'm going to go with the hards is because I suspect that I'm going to have to start next race on softs. And the last thing I want to do is have worn down all my fucking softs. So I can't do anything out of it. Setup. Wait, we qualified first. We're going to see what happens. Because obviously this puts us in 10th for the sprint. We've already taken Lawson. Oh, was that a little nudge there with Sato? Didn't. Yes, it was. Okay. Didn't do any damage. I mean, I think they overreacted a bit there. I think they're overreacting a lot there, to be honest with you. We're surprisingly clean, and we are in 6th. Like, you know, what do they want from me? It couldn't have been much cleaner, really. Could it? Now, when we change tyres, I want to make a point of changing onto our used softs. I don't want to use our fresh softs. I want to use our used softs, the ones that we used for qualifying. So it won't let me. Oh, great. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that's not ideal. That's what I get for paying too much attention to the tyres and not the thingy. It's fine. The reason it's fine is because we're going to get through this anyway. We're going to get through. That's fine. I don't care that he's got a faster lap. Because I am the king of this fucking game. And that's not true. I'm not the king of this game. But I am at least good at overtaking when I have a car and a front wing. The front wing is, as I always say, it's the most important part of this car. And look how green it is. Look how green it is. No damage after a couple of bumps. Just got to keep that up. Stay within a second of Drugovic. But considering he's on softs and I'm on hards, probably won't be the easiest thing around. But it's not a problem. Because all I need to do is stay ahead of Lawson, really. And considerably ahead would be preferred, but just a little bit ahead is perfectly fine. Okay, with DRS coming up next lap, that's not great. I heard speculation that DRS will just be will be activated after 1 lap of the coming year. I probably should have been paying attention to the rules and regulation changes, but I am curious as to what's going to actually happen. I do like a good rule change every now and again when the moment calls for it. So, and DRS is wonderful. I do like it. It makes it actually possible to overtake on some laps, which honestly, without DRS, I do think that the sport would be a bit more dull. It adds another tactical component to, well, as we saw in recent races with who was it? Singapore, was it? And yeah, Singapore. Oh, Jesus Christ, Liam! He did. He tried to take me out there. What a little bastard! What a little bastard! can't believe he did that. It's fine. It's fine. I'll make it work. Starting to look like perhaps the hard tyre was a bad choice.
Drogovic is just ahead. Push hard. Push. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:25.7. We're currently trailing our teammate by 4.4 seconds.
That's fine. I want to do as long as I can on these tyres. I'm not going to lose a massive amount of points for not winning it. I don't need to necessarily do that well in this race. What matters is that I have some decent tyres next race. And just considering I think I'm going to end up starting on my qualifying tyres. There's a 29 lap race. I want to see if I can get to 20 on the hards. If any records, I can potentially get to 28 on them. Oh look, we've got some DRS. Look at that tactical undertake. Not undertake. I tactically allowed him to overtake me. That was absolutely planned. You can't prove otherwise. Because now, I'm not at the front of a DRS train waiting for everyone to overtake me. I'm in the middle of a DRS train. This makes it much easier for me to maintain my position. And the only reason I'm not really competing against Drugovic is because I was stupid and paid attention to my tyres on a windy bit instead of on a, on a straight. Which is, my fault, obviously, and I'm not going to blame anyone else for it. But it's something to take into account when you judge my actions in this race. I need the freshest soft tyres I can next race. That's the situation that we need. I need to be on soft tyres for as much of the next race as possible. I don't think I need to use 2 compounds. I don't think it's like that for Formula, like it were all for Formula 1. It is. But what does matter is making sure the softs are as not worn as possible. Obviously, the qualifying softs, I did 4. I think it works out as 4 laps on them. So I did 2 timed laps and then the out lap and the in lap, right? But the new ones, if I can manage to get myself only a handful of laps, that should make it a lot easier when you take into account that I have got to do 40 laps next race. 40 of them. That's a lot of laps for soft tyres. And they need to be fresh. As fresh as is possible. Almost stuck to a racing line inside it there. It's not too shabby, is it? Someone might even think I'm getting the hang of this. After, what is it, 11 other races and 11 other practices and 11 other qualifying and sprint sessions. Yeah, well, I might think I was getting the hang of it. I'm totally not. I'm no better at it than I was before, to be honest with you. I just feel more confident in my decision-making processes, which is sometimes a big mistake, as we saw with my tyre management last race. I made the terrible mistake of thinking that I knew better than my engineers. And the truth of the matter is, I do not. Oh, I don't care about the corner cutting. Why do I care about it? And that's how I know I'm not getting the hang of this. It's because that corner it's a chicane. I'm on hard tyres. It's fine. It's fine. I can even afford Lawson getting like 8th or something. A second a lap faster because I went off. That doesn't count. I wish he'd stop trying to nudge me off the track. He really is a bastard. It's a shame because he shaped up to be a really impressive story of 2023, didn't he? For Formula One, he was the between him and Max Verstappen, we've had two impressive circumstances, and I suppose Carlos Sainz for his win in Singapore. 3 success stories in 2023's Formula One season, and Liam Lawson was one of them, and he wasn't even a Formula One driver when it started. So you know that's something to take into consideration. When you're thinking about him as a driver, we've almost broken DRS there. If I hadn't slowed down quite so much, we'd have broken that. That's interesting. I wonder if he's got a bit of damage to his car. Interesting, interesting. I don't know. We'll work it out. Always work it out in the end, don't we? That's how we roll. If we roll. Some of us prefer to walk. But we are rolling around this track right now. With our wheels. Rolling. Right, we're nearly a third of the way through. Only a couple more laps. See, that's what my issue is. I expect to have to take like a tight corner, but it's not. It is a tight one, but it's a different type of tight one. You don't want to be tight in, you want to be wide in, tight out. And sometimes you want to be tight in, wide out. It's all about knowing how you need to cut the corner. Not cut the corner, but you know what I mean. It's like when you're cutting bread. You need to know whether you want a sweeping cut or a quick cut. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't even know sometimes. The point is, sometimes you need to be wide going into the corner, sometimes you want to be tight going into the corner, and I keep thinking about, say, tight into it corner when it's not, it's a wide into it corner. That's a tight in corner, wide out. It's a wide in corner, wide out, tight in, wide out. You see what I'm saying there? It depends whether you want to hit the apex early in it, or on the way in, or hit the apex on the way out. This one, you hit the apex in the middle of the corner. Okay, wide in, wide out. He's trying to hit me, isn't he? He wants me to ram him off the road and get disqualified, I'm sure of it. Tell you what, that'd do my tyres some good, actually, if I was disqualified from this race, but isn't going to make that much difference to the standings. Maybe I should just slam into a wall. Maybe I should just slam him into a wall. Like, kiss him. What? You didn't hear that? Slam. He can't get ahead of me, which is good. But I did get ahead of him back on that start-finish straight. Oh, ran around here, I believe. You know, there's a lot going on in this game. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the sport. You need to consider a lot of different tactical manoeuvres, and plays, and considerations, and you know, before you commit your plan. And I think I made the right call with the car setup. I'm not sure I made the right call with the tyres. I think I should have been better. I might have been better off in this race at least on the softs. But given the choice, I would much prefer to have some more fresh. Oh fuck!
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
What's happened in front of us? Something's happened. I call bullshit on that because I was ahead of him before it got red flagged. Surely, yellow flagged. God damn it. Well, this has backfired somewhat, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, there's not a lot of points in it for this race anyway. Tactically speaking, we might be better off just slamming into a wall. But that's not very sportsmanlike. And I'd hate to be disqualified from an upcoming race for the sake of taking advantage of the rules in a way that they don't approve of. Of course, everyone else is going to have to pit stop at some point. You know, we don't have to actually pit stop. We're not obligated to pit stop, as we know from early races. That first one in particular, they reckon that I might be able to make it to. Yeah, I mean we've done 20 to 26% damage on less than a third of the race. So actually, depending on how far behind the leader we are. Maybe we just stay out.
Okay, they're on old softs. Hughes behind. Less than a second separates you.
Because there's only one lap more than the.
The leader is 15.3 seconds. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps' time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. 19 laps to go.
You've got to let me overtake. Ah, okay, there we go. Because if they didn't let me overtake that, then that's just stupid, right? Virtual's got to be out unless he's heading into a pit. I suppose he could get into a pit from where he was if he's still going.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
I'm not going to go into the pits, mate. I hate to break it to you. Yeah, Virtual's out. Okay. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm going to stay out. He said we were, what, 15 seconds? It's probably 20 by now because of slowing down for that.
Okay, you're in ninth position. Lawson ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 7.2 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Hughes is behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, so gap to the leader is 19.9 seconds. And your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. Okay,
So
18 laps to go.
as long as we don't lose a massive amount of time to the between them pit stopping and yeah, as long as we don't lose a massive amount of time, which that won't have helped, then honestly we might be better off staying out. I don't know what impact that'll have on the next race because I never seem to understand what's going on with the tyres.
Yellow flag.
There's someone else behind us.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
That seems silly to serve a yellow flag for that. They went off last lap. How have they not cleared it up yet? If they can't clear it up in the 1 lap, they should have either safety car'd it, which would be good for me, or red flagged it, which would probably be less good for me because I always end up having issues with the tyres. It's not the tyres, the fuel when we red flag it. Yeah, I'm convinced I just need to stay out. We're nearly halfway through the race now. Oh, fuck's sake. I can't do that corner on hards. I really can't. So that's not going to be very helpful for me. I need to get good at doing that corner again, which is annoying because the first 5 laps I did, if you include the out lap and the in lap, were on hards, and I did that corner fine. So I don't know what's going on.
In this lap, push now. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. There's
car behind is going to go on to... is going to pit stop soon. If they wanted me to pit on hards now, when I'm nearly halfway through the race, and I've done about a third of the tyre wear that the car is able to handle, then there's something seriously wrong. Why are they... I know I said I'd trust them, and I do sort of trust them. I trust that they are making a mistake here. This is not... oh god, a little lag splitter. This is not the sensible play. Mine might not be the sensible play, but I feel like there's a good logic to it at least. And that is enough for me. Right, slowed right down a bit. See, that went better. I'm not coming in. If I pit now, I'll end up in 20th place, with very little opportunity to get back into the points. This way, I have an opportunity to get into the points proper, rather than just hanging out at the bottom. And while I won't be a serious contender for winning, I should at least be ahead of Lawson. Again, he's the real competitor I've got this season. He's the designated winner. Just like Max is probably going to be for the F1 season, which is a shame because I don't want to have to knock him off the track or get knocked off the track by him. That would be bad for both of us. Right, he's in the pit, that's fine. Drugovic, what's he doing? Lawson's in the pit, okay. How many people have I got enough time to get round and in front of them? It's this corner. This corner's the tight bit. Am I going to end up in... okay, it's a good position. Depends. Has he already changed or not? He can't have changed.
Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1 minute 26.8. Alright, at the moment you're losing 3/10 a lap. Come on, dig in.
Losing 3/10 a lap because I'm on old hard tyres and they're on new, old soft tyres. Hard tyres are slower than soft tyres. It's just a statement of fact. You can't push them quite as hard, but they do last longer. That's just how it is. You're never going to set a fastest lap on a set of hards. You're never going to set a fastest lap like that either. Jesus, Jordan, what's going on? It's not what I wanted. No, they're not.
Your last lap time was a 1:26.8. Nova lag behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've done 15 laps on those tyres. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 27.9.
Okay, so that's put me in second place. Porsche is going to have pit.
Porsche is ahead of you. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please.
That's fine.
25.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.1 seconds.
Okay, we got this. Look, we're not gonna win it using this tactic, but there's certainly worse plans we could have had. We put some distance between us and Lawson. There are times where it seems like I'm actually catching up with Porsche. So, you know. But no, objective, stay in second. Anything happens to improve that situation for us, great. But second place is more than adequate. Hopefully the tyres will hold out. They should hold out. We've only got 10 laps to go. Well, 12 laps to go. So we're probably going to end up on about 70% wear in our front left tyre. It's that corner that does it, for the most part. That's not the one I wanted.
Let's get him. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 6.9 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Iwasa behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. Okay, 12 laps to go.
He's welcome to overtake me, because even if he does overtake me, what's he going to do? I notice he's got DRS. He's going to pit. Probably this lap, which means that his overtake is meaningless. If he pits this lap, having just given me DRS, oh, he's not pitting this lap. Interesting. I'd have thought he would. Either way, he's not. He's going to pit soon. He's got to.
Is ahead of you, and gap to the car in front is 0.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 2 laps old.
Oh, but not that old then, actually.
1:26.8.
When it said their tyres were old, I'd assumed they were quite old rather than basically new.
Option for you in the MFD, so go and have a look. Okay, copy that.
Well, this hasn't gone to plan, has it? Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate this track.
Pushing your luck on track limits too much, and we'll be given a 3-second penalty.
I hate this track. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. At least I still have a front wing. Fourth is adequate. Staying fourth, minus for... there's going to be so many penalties. I'm going to end up bloody back in like 8th or something. This race hasn't gone to plan at all. At least it's only a sprint. Honestly, I might well just be better off just crashing out. I really might. I considered just slamming into the back of Doohan when we were on the start-finish straight. The problem, of course, is that the one person we want to be ahead of is within 3 seconds of us.
Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive delta. Virtual safety car is deployed. back.
I don't know what caused the virtual safety. And my 8-second penalty is not very helpful. I just don't care anymore for this race. That's what it is. I've stopped caring. Oh, instinct, instinct, instinct.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Oh, fuck.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
I thought I was far enough to the right. Oh, God. Okay. I swear that wasn't deliberate. I swear. I thought I was far enough to the right and I was going to take him on the inside. That's annoying. I should have expected it, but I wasn't. I really wasn't. And you're not going to believe it wasn't intentional.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Lawson extends his lead at the top, getting ever closer to securing the championship. And now,
He ended up in 4th. Okay, well that's that race done as well. I could have gone better, but we're in first place here for the main race, and so we're going to take advantage of that and hopefully do incredibly well. It is 40 laps, which is a bit of a stretch for me and my concentration levels. So we'll see what happens, and yeah, hopefully you'll see me there for a cleaner race. Goodbye.